You never know when your next meal is going to come from. You never know, where how you're gonna be able to get food. There's no real places for you to get fresh food. You got Wilson Farms, you have corner stores. You're at the mercy of whatever package you have to go grab because there's nothing really around that's sustainable. And that's why I love Mac so much, because you can go there like every Saturday or whatever, or hook up with them and be like, okay, I want to buy this, I want to get that.
The sort of industry that we're in calls it food insecurity. And that's sort of the gauge of how much access a person has to fresh, affordable, culturally significant food, good food. And in reality, the situation in Buffalo is that a lot of people are living in an insecure and unjust food environment. Half the people in Buffalo don't have cars. In the neighborhood that I work in, half the people don't have access to a vehicle, which means that they're traveling on foot or by bus or by taxi to get food. We also have an issue where the quality of food is much less in stores that are in this inner city than they are in those big suburban super Wegmans that have really, really high quality produce. So food security has to do with all those things. When you have an environment where folks are food insecure, you also have spikes in both hunger and obesity and food-related illness like diabetes, like heart disease. We've had, a few kids in our program, and I myself have health-related issues that have to do with food. Food and what you eat, the nutrition you get at certain ages as a child really impacts your development too. So we have kids that are going to school and trying to learn. So there are high levels. We are one of the most obese cities in the country. Our farm is about half an acre of land, and we grow about 40 different kinds of fruits, vegetables, and herbs. And we have chickens and fish there. We have a straw bale greenhouse. We have a hoop house, which is like a large greenhouse. And we have an aquaponics system, which is a complicated way of describing a green machine that grows fish and plants at the same time. We grow on 9 formerly vacant lots. So they're part of the fabric of a city block. And on that half an acre farm, because we're growing really intensively and really closely, we're able to harvest a few thousand pounds of food a year. So it's a lot of food that comes out of a small space. It's small and intensive, and that's sort of the keys to an urban farm are small and intensive. We have a mobile market that travels around the city, and we've identified food deserts, places where people don't have access to good food. And we go to 2 east side sites and 2 west side sites each week, selling produce there.
Before them, unless you go to relatives or whatnot who've been doing the gardening with such little land, a lot of people don't realize the potential they have to really grow great, vegetables, great food. People just don't have the knowledge.
Food is such a great bridge. It's such a hospitable thing. You make people feel like they're part of something by sharing food.
I know it's there, and I know I can go there whenever I need it for anything I need as far as, food, produce. It's helped me realize that, my kids are safe. This area is safe because you got these young kids out there who have the potential to be real jerks that can run the streets and do whatever, but they're out there actually doing things. Like, my kids might take that example. To me, that's what matters.